In this video, you will learn how to manipulate more of the required elements on your homepage. For this tutorial, we're focused on adjusting the two testimonials located at the bottom of your homepage. To get started, locate Pages on the left menu and then select All Pages. Now, you'll need to locate and select your homepage. Next, select the Edit with Elementor button. This will open up the Elementor user interface. Scroll down toward the bottom of your homepage. Here you'll notice a Testimonials section. First, we'll want to change this background image to be something that is far less distracting and more professional. Right now, up above it in this previous section, we have this very nice professional branded Full Sail background imagery. We should probably continue that imagery into this section as well, instead of having this wooden plank look. To change it, we simply select, while hovered over it in these tab sections, the 6 little dots. That changes the menu on the left pane. Here we'll want to select Style. Now you can see where the image has already been used. Delete that image and then click the plus sign. Here we'll want to use an image that again is on brand for us and non-distracting from our professionalism. So I'm going to select this Full Sail image and then Insert Media. Now you can see that when I scroll, it has that same fixed attachment. It is also covering the entire section, as is the section above. So now you have a professional look that is non-distracting. You could also change this to just be a plain color. To do that, make sure that your background type is indeed classic, and then you have a color option. Select color, and then you can make it whatever color that you would like. In order to do so, be sure that you have deleted the image. Now you can see that the background color is a solid black. For this case, I'm going to use our Full Sail image as the background. And I'm going to clear that color. Okay, now we're ready to change this column within the section. This column is this really awful purplish blue color, and it does not mix well with our color palette, with the army green, the call to action orange, the accent colors, and the soft gray background. So in order to change this background color, we need to select this little icon that shows up when we mouse over the section that looks like 2 columns. If you select that, you'll notice that the left pane changes, and then we want to select Style. Under Style, there is the classic background type or the gradient type. We want to make sure that it's selected classic, and then under Color, we want to select the color palette and change it to a more appropriate color for our brand, which in my case is probably going to be this primary army green. I'm going to copy the hex code with Command C, navigate back to the website, and Command V to paste it. Now I can see that that army green goes really nice with the background image, and it's consistent with the headers as well as other components throughout my website. So let's keep it the army green. Next, we're going to want to change the testimonials font as well as the text color. So once more, click anywhere within that box and the left pane changes. Then you select Style. Under Style, where it says Text Color, select that color box and change it to the color that you feel is appropriate from your color palette. In my case, I want to contrast my army green color with this very soft gray color. So I'm going to Command C to copy that hex code, navigate back to my website, and Command V to paste it in the field here. Next, I'm going to want to change the typography. Right now, it's this awful cartoonish font. So in order to change that font family to be consistent with the font family that I've chosen, I'm going to select the typography, and then under font family, I'm going to navigate to Josephine Sans. Josephine Sans. Now it's consistent with all my other headers, as you see here, as you see here, as you see here, and so forth. all of the headers are the same exact font. You'll also notice that I can change the font size, the weight, and transform the font to either uppercase, lowercase, or capitalize. Whichever option you choose, make sure that it is consistent with all other headers throughout your homepage as well as throughout your website. Okay, the next element that we're going to change is the actual testimonial itself. Once you have received a testimonial from either a colleague, a peer, an instructor, a supervisor, anybody who can speak to your skills and abilities or work ethic perhaps, or different character traits, you will paste a very short, make sure it is short, 3-4 lines at best, as you see here. You're going to paste that testimonial in this area. Now, for the sake of this exercise, I have a testimonial that I'm going to copy in. And then to change it, just select anywhere within this text box, and you'll notice that the left panel changes, okay? And under testimonial, you'll have a content field here. You're just going to delete that default content and paste your testimonial. Now, this one's a little bit longer than what was there previously. You can see this takes up 5 lines rather than 3. That's okay, but it really should just be a very short testimonial, nothing lengthy. All right, so we're going to use that. Now, the other image, the other component that we're going to change is this image here. And instead of this Michael Jackson image, as you see here, we're going to want to delete that and use the image with permission of the person that gave us this testimonial. Now, there's a few different ways that you can do that. Either you can source it from their LinkedIn profile if they have one, or perhaps another social media profile if they have one, or you can simply ask them to use a professional headshot that they provide you directly. For this exercise, I am going to source an image from LinkedIn. And the way that we do that is you go to linkedin.com, and let's say that somebody already provided me with this testimonial on my LinkedIn profile. If you scroll down to where your recommendations show up, you can click on any of the people that have given you the recommendations, open up their profile, and then click on their image. This will open up their image. You're going to right click on the image and then select Save Image As. This is going to save the image on your local device and click Save. Now navigate back to your website. Okay, now we need to get that image from our local device onto our digital portfolio site. So the way that we do that is first we're going to delete the current image that is there. Then we're going to select the plus sign. Then we're going to select Upload Files. Then we're going to select Files and locate the image that you just saved. Then select Open. That will be uploaded to your website, and then you'll select Insert Media in the bottom right. Now you can see that that profile picture has been added to this text. The next component that you'll want to change is the name. To change the name, on the left pane, under Name, just type their name. In this case, I have a name ready. Okay. And then the next field that you're going to change is job. So what is their job? Well, in my case, it's a Full Sail colleague, a peer of mine. So let's make sure that if their job is student, we just indicate their major. So Maria here is going to be a music business major at Full Sail University. So you just simply put in their major and then comma Full Sail University. Or if you got it from a colleague at work, you would put in comma and then ABC Company. Lastly, you should change the link too. So let's promote each other. In this case, this gentleman here that recommended me, I can include a link directly to his LinkedIn profile so other people can get to know more about him. And so if I go back to his profile and I grab this link up here that shows up when I'm on his profile, copy that user's profile link and then paste it here, linking to, and then let's make sure we click the gadget here and select Open in a new window. That way, our portfolio site remains in a tab, and then a new tab is opened for the user to navigate to this gentleman's LinkedIn profile. Okay, and that's how you change all of this. Now you can see that if I mouse over this picture, the little cursor turns to a hand indicating to the user that they can click on that and they're going to be brought somewhere. Okay, the other thing that I'll point out is that you'll notice that you can change the font style as well as color. So under style, you have a menu that contains content, image, name, and job. So to add contrast between the person's name and their job title, as well as their place of work, you can change that by simply selecting name and then changing the name color. Then you can also change the typography, which is what you'll want to do, keep it consistent. So let's change that to something other than what we currently have, and make sure that your font family is the same font family that you're using for headers throughout your entire site. So again, in my case, that is the Josephine Sands. In your case, that's going to be something different. Make sure that this is consistent, the name here. Okay, and then you could also do the same for their job. You can make the text color something different. And then you can also make the typography something different. Important to note, when you change the if you link this profile picture and their title, that is going to change the text color to be whatever your link color is. So your call to action color that you used in previous tutorials and the universal settings on your digital portfolio site, that is what is going to show up here. So just my universal call to action color is this orange. And whenever you mouse over a link anywhere on my site, it is going to change to that accent orange as you see when I'm mousing over this particular element. Okay, so that way it's not going to matter what you put here for the job color. Like I just selected black. You see that it's not going to be black because the universal settings trump those of the individual settings that you select for a particular section using Elementor. All right, so then you'll want to make sure that you change this testimonial as well. Once you have it, simply copy and paste the testimonial in this space here. Change the headshot to be of the individual who gave you the testimonial. Change the name to their name. Change the job to whatever their position is, and then comma their place of work or their place of studying. So in this case, it was Full Sail University. If you would like to add their link so that somebody else can get to know them, you can certainly add that here, and then select the open a new window so that your website remains in an open tab for the user. And then because we made changes, we need to make sure that we select the update button that is in green at the bottom left. Once we select that, it will update the page and save all these changes that we just got done making. And there you have it. Now you know how to change the testimonial section of your digital portfolio website.